Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Alloy, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. The mouthful that is this mod pack. Um, Lots of fun stuff though. So, last time on here we did some stuff with the nuclear reactor over there. We finally got all the resources to get that up and running. We messed around with bees some, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So we have a lot of power coming in. We're not really using it, so this is still working out pretty good. The uranium fuel rods are slowly deteriorating, which is as expected. I switched this over from input to output, so this is now taking input from the nuclear reactor as well, just to kind of make things a little bit better. Let's go ahead and get some bee stuff going. I've been working with bees. I had a cultivated, but I don't know what happened to it. Let's go ahead and get some rubber. I don't think this is used for anything else. Stamps, sticky dynamite. Don't really care about that. So, today we are going to start kind of making use of some of this power, and I forgot to come on here before. I forgot to look before I did anything. But I think we have some redstone chipsets. I think this is all we need. We need to get some more flux ducts. So let's look at flux ducts. 2 lead plates and a piece of glass. Alright, do we have any lead plates? We do. So we can get a little bit more of this. It's going to be the best way to do this. I would love to, like, separate this. And I think that's what I want to do. So maybe we'll set up the assembly table right here. So let's get 4. We're going to need a piece of glass. Which, did I take it all out of there? I did. I do have something that's kind of amazing to show you guys. But let's get some of this stuff up and running first. Now, how do you make the hardened flux ducts? It's steel and hardened glass instead. Let's actually go with that. That's hardened aluminum glass. I don't need that. And you know what? Forget it. There's a couple of things that we're going to kind of stick with the lower tier flux ducts until much later, when we can actually do a few more things. So that should be good. I have the pure Certus crystals. They finally completed, so we're going to start working towards getting an ME system. That is going to be very, very far away, but we're going to start getting the stuff up and running to get that. So I want to make some lasers. Basic gate. Why did I want to make a gate? Oh yeah, for this, I think. I don't remember. Oh yeah, we also need them for those, but I want to make this for the APRS pipes, which is something we might look into today. I don't know. I haven't decided that yet, but there's a handful of things I would like to try to get done in this episode or soon. So can we get a hardened energy cell? Those require bronze electron tubes, Invar. Okay, we need one of these guys, which is a lot of redstone. 7, 8, 9. Not 10. And then glass. So we're gonna get another energy cell, solely so that we can have a little bit more power control, a little bit more storage. So we need that. We need 4 Invar. We need electronic circuit. Most of the stuff is pretty easy at this point. It's just a matter of making it all. Do we have Invar? We do. We have a little bit. I need to kind of set off camera and make a whole bunch of alloys and stuff. So we need... Let's just take a stack of redstone, because why not? We need some iron plates. Actually, I think we only need one. So let's get the electronic circuit. And let's see, what else are we going to need? We're going to need bronze electron tubes. We're also going to need, actually, we're going to need another electronic circuit. So we do need another plate. We also need some rubber, which we should have a good amount in here. And we need tin and bronze electron tubes. I have bronze. Do I have any extra tin? I do. So 6. So let's make another circuit. Should be pretty easy, pretty simple. So we need to do a redstone. We need a piece of electrum. That might be something we're going to run out of relatively soon. But should be all we need. And we need lead. Because I can't, well, I can make this. And it is actually cheaper, so let's just do that. So the hardened energy cell, and then we need bronze, redstone conductance coil, and all that. So we have an extra couple of things. We'll use them though. That I am sure of. So we need the diamantine tubes, but let's get this set up. So what we're gonna want to do is these are not transferring all that much power, which is good. That's actually really nice to see. We're gonna want I think we'll do right here. We'll set this guy max, so we're gonna do input there, output there. We're gonna need one of the cables and one of the little posts. Coil and connector, and we're just gonna hook it up to this guy because, well, why not? So we'll get this like so, and this should start getting plenty of RF. There we go, that's what it's called. So we're gonna put, let's do flux ducts like so, and this is something we're going to expand as we go. Actually want to make it odd numbered, so actually 1, 1, 2, 3, okay. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. And now we're going to start taking these guys. Plus we can make more of these. That is kind of the whole point. We need to make a bunch of these. The lasers. Because we're going to need to get a lot of power to our assembly table. So there's 2. We'll put the assembly table right here with our chest right next to it. And we're going to want more lasers. We're also going to want some more lead. The lead plates, let's get half a stack. I think that's on plates. It looks like it is. It is. And we're gonna make some more flux ducts. Before we do, let's go ahead and get 4 more lasers. That looks like all we can make, and we have a bunch of obsidian down here. We're gonna need 8. So as we can, as we get more diamonds and especially more redstone coming in, we're gonna want to make more and more. Yeah, because that just, we used up a lot of redstone. We still have a little bit though. So there's 4 more lasers. So as we go, we're gonna want to expand this because we're gonna need a lot of lasers. So that is in the wrong place. So this picks up, and this gets picked up. Alright, and we're going to put this right here with the chest in front of it, I think. So this is slowly gaining power. One of these days we'll probably want to upgrade all these wire connectors to be a little bit better. So that is slowly draining, which is really nice because this is slowly draining. So what I'm going to do, just to kind of speed things up, I'm going to grab this one. We're going to bring it over here, and I want to input right there, output there, and that'll make it a lot faster. I'm just going to drain that battery, and then we'll replace it here in a moment. So let's see, we need 2 lead plates, we need 4, let's see, we need a piece of glass, we need 4 of redstone and 2 chipsets, and we're going to make some more leadstone flux ducts. Nothing too complicated, but this is just going to expand our lasers because we're going to need to make, we're going to start getting into making higher tier machine frames, and that takes a lot. Let's just do this right now. It takes a lot of RF, and the lasers can only transmit so much RF per tick. It is a limit on the lasers, I do believe, nothing else. So let's go ahead and put this back in here. And what are those? Okay, those are empty redstone energy flux ducts. We don't need those yet. So we have some uncommon treasures. I'm going to go ahead and open. Ooh, enchanted book. Power 1 book. That's cool. Let's put that stuff away. So we're going to start working with Thumb-Nomicon a little bit more today. But there's like 20 different things I'm trying to work towards. We need boots. And I believe we need a piece of wool as well. Is it like this? How do I make rubber boots? I need 2 more. It's 6, not 2. Not 4, rather. My boots broke. They break every time you take fall damage. They take damage. So, yeah, that's why that happened. Oh well. Let's... Okay, it looks like our laser power source is good. At least close. Yep, it's good. Alright, so we'll turn that off. And what we can do now is we can plug this guy back in. And yeah, actually, I don't want him to output to the side. Anyways, we have some more honey. I have some bees to look at, so let's see if we got lucky with any of these bees. Pure forest. Forest common. Alright, so we have a pure forest, which is terrible. And a forest common. That's not too bad. We have 2 more, a little bit more honey. Ooh, wow, we have a good bit more honey. So, forest common. We do have another forest common. We also have a meadows common. Let's try to breed the common. I did have some bees that were partially cultivated, which is really nice, but it doesn't look like they did anything. Oh well. So we have lasers. We're going to what we're trying to get to. By the way, I haven't really said is this QED, which requires the machine frame resonant, which is easy except for Enderium gears are a bit of a pain. As is Well, the intricate circuit board. Actually, no, that one's easy. The emerald, that takes a lot. That's 1.2 million RF. This is 50 million RF. And it just takes a lot of ender pearls. And then you also need these guys, which requires more ender pearls. 2 more ender pearls, it looks like. And then these gates. Gates aren't too bad to make. And honestly, we make a couple of these. It's not too bad. It just depends on how much we can. Common meadows, common forest, forest cultivated, forest meadows, meadows forest. Alright, let's try to get that cultivated. We're going to do these two and see what we get. So I need to kind of deal with all that, the bee stuff. I will as we go. I picked up all of the Britannia stuff just because we didn't need that right now. But let's go ahead and start working towards a couple new things. So these QEDs, one of the hard parts is these double layer capacitors, which require energetic alloy. We've made the basic capacitors before. It's just some signalum, lapis electron tubes. This also requires blazing electron tubes, easy enough. But energetic alloy is gold, glowstone, and redstone, and it must be made in an alloy smelter. Except there is the arc furnace, but that's even more complicated to make. It's easier just to make the alloy smelter. Now, in order to get this guy, we're going to need some crushed obsidian and a machine frame and a basic capacitor. That's not too bad. And then some IC2 machines. So we need electric furnace, and that's easy enough. We're going to need an induction furnace, which is electric furnace, plus an advanced machine frame. That's kind of annoying. And then another electric furnace. So we need 3 electric furnaces. So let's go ahead and get started with this. We're going to need some more furnaces. Now I believe, yes. I'm pretty sure that it requires compressed cobblestone for this. I wanted to make sure. So there's 3 of those. We're going to need some iron plates. And we're also going to need machine frames. We're going to need a few machine frames. We're going to need what? 1. I guess only 1, really. Okay, I guess we only need 1 machine frame right now. But let's go ahead and get that. Actually, I want to make 2. So machine frames are 10 gears, iron chipsets, dense refined iron plates, crushed obsidian, basic. Alright, so we need redstone, 10. That should be good enough. So let's put 10 gears in here. We're gonna need need more than just this, but let's just get started with 2 iron chipsets. And as you can see, once all these lasers start going, this is going at a decent tick. So we're getting 240 RF per tick. That's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad either. We can actually start expanding this way with machines too, which is really nice. I need the carpenter. And 10. And we need water. Oh my god, we need water, please. At some point I'm going to have this set up so that I don't have to do, like, everything's going to be automatic into this stuff and whatnot. So let's go ahead and put this here. What else are we going to need for the machine frames? Let's actually just get machine frame up. So we're going to need 2 crushed obsidian each, and then dense refined iron plates. Now we should have plenty of iron, refined iron rather. One of these days I'll set back up the machine to make all that stuff. And yeah, it'll be easy enough. So let's also get we need a decent amount of obsidian, so let's go ahead and get just some being crushed. And we have all these machines going, and we're still fine on power. Compressor. And we're going to need 2 more iron plates for the furnaces. I have 1 refined iron plate. What am I doing? No, I'm making blocks. Whoops. I need to make the plates. I'm just going to do it here because it's going to be quicker. In fact, we can do 1 less because we already have 1 refined iron plate there. So it's done with those. And alright, so there's a couple of things that we're going to be making today, because I want to start working towards a few other things. One of those is automating soul sand. Soul sand is something we're going to need quite a bit of. So getting a little bit more of it would be a good idea. Oh, steel, whatever. Oh, wait, I can't use, can I use this? I can. But, usage, we can make this into the dense refined iron plates, but we can't add the other one to it. So we need to go get 1 more piece of refined iron. I messed up. Oh well. So yeah, we're gonna need to make a whole bunch of stuff as we go. So let's get that in there. But we're almost ready, I think, for the machine frames. We have those. We have, yeah. We just need this last refined iron plate. And it's 4. Yep. Alright, so let's make those guys. I've never really used the iron furnace or the electric furnaces for IC2 in this setup, just because I haven't needed to. So that and that. That's going to take a little bit longer, but as you can see, it's not too bad. So while it's kind of processing, we're going to work on some other things. That can go in there. And let's see, what is it we need? So we are going to need 3 basic capacitors. So we need some lapis lamp things, electron tubes. So it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Need a bunch of these. Thermionic fabricator. As you can see, I was making diamond ones for the lasers. And there we go. Then we also need some signalum. Signalum's always a pain to get, but I have some already. We are going to need how much? So we need 4 each. So we need 1 more piece. And there we go. And then what's the last thing we're going to need for the basic capacitors? 2 redstone chipsets each. So I need 4 more. Redstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that. and the redstone chipsets will start being made after that. So the next thing we need to work towards, we need 2 lumium. Do we have that? We have 2 lumium blends. What do we need? Redstone furnace will work. Alright. So let's just come over here, smelt those up. And we do need 1 more obsidian. And we'll have pretty much all we need for the alloy furnace, the alloy smelter. The reason why we need this is Ender.io, that's pretty much the only way to get some of the stuff from Ender.io. And let's go ahead and crush this. We're also going to be making a rolling machine, maybe. Like, I have like 20 different things I want to make today. It's just a matter of whether or not we can do it all. Alright, so this is almost done. The redstone won't take too long. So there's that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get all of this stuff set up to get all of the capacitors that we're going to need for right now. And this is going to take a little bit to make. So I'm going to wait on that. But let's see what else it takes to make this stuff. So the electric furnaces, I believe we need all of those. Yeah, we need 3 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 6, 12 more redstone. We're going to be out of redstone here in a moment. We're going to need 6, 12, 16, plus all the sticky resin. We're going to go check on the bees here in a moment, just while we're waiting on everything. So yeah, I really need to expand some farms. I need to automate some more stuff too. So chocolate frames are working quite nicely. Hopefully we get some good bees, and I can get some pure blood bees. If we can't, as long as we can get a decent amount of stuff. My biggest concern is losing a bee that we have. That's gonna make things more difficult, basically. So while we're waiting on this, let's start prepping for the rest of this. For the advanced machine frame, we need carbon plates. So we need to pulverize some coal. Let's see, how much do we need to pulverize? So we need 1 of those, so we need 4, 8. We need 16 coal. That's not too bad. We also have this stuff. We also need to eat. Let's actually go ahead and just pulverize a stack. We can use it for other stuff as well, so who cares? Alright, so we are getting close to the alloy smelter. The other machine frame, by the way, is for an aqueous accumulator. If we get to that today, I don't know that we will. We need to automate soul sand. That is pretty important. But there is the basic capacitors. So we just need iron bars. We'll get the machine chassis. So that goes in there with a bunch of goes in there with the crust of obsidian and all of this other stuff. I am losing my train of thought because I need to like focus on 20 different things all at once. Alright, there is all the rubber we need. Perfect. Basic capacitor goes at the bottom of that, I do believe. So 16, that makes 2 of those, put those together, make the carbon mesh, and then we can compress that into the thing that we need. What is it called? I can't remember. I can never remember. Carbon plates. So then we need the advanced alloy, and then we also need a piece of redstone and a piece of iron. Yeah, I'm gonna need to wait and collect a bunch of I'm gonna need to wait and collect a bunch of resources relatively soon. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we need a decent amount of iron plates. Let's just grab a bunch of iron plates. And 3. There's our circuits. Actually, I don't need all of those. I have some raw carbon. I have some of this stuff just kind of sitting around. Oh well, we'll do it this way, because again, circuits are almost always used. So there's electric furnaces. We need 2 of those. And then we need to upgrade one of them to the higher tier, which is the induction furnace, which requires this guy. So we need 1 more of these guys. So this is made from mixed metal ingot, iron, bronze, and tin plates. So 3 bronze. I can actually stick this back in here because, well, I don't actually need it right now. Do I have 10 plates in here? Yes. We're gonna need 8 more of the iron. And that's pretty much it. So let's see, we should have this. The rest should be pretty simple crafting. We need to make basic machine casing, iron, bronze, tin, mixed metal ingots, compress those down. Got a lot of resources from that. That's good. Alright, so that's going to take a second. We're also going to need some more reinforced refined iron plates, rather. Yeah, power's going to be an issue on that. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But we can handle that. We can upgrade this stuff, and it will make things better. Honestly, one of these days I'm going to tear that down because I don't really use it. Metal former. Rolling. We still have plenty of power. This is still working. We're about a third of the way done. So there's all that rubber. There's the advanced alloys. And then once we have the last steel, we should be able to make that. And then we just need some copper. And that is pretty much it. The induction furnace is actually really nice to have. We might end up making one later. I don't know. I dislike IC2. It terrifies me. Alright, so we can put the sulfur in there. Pulverized coal we could put in there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll just put that stuff in there. All these powders just lying around. So the advanced machine frame, copper, there's the induction furnace, and there is the alloy smelter. So let's grab flux duct, and we'll get this set up. And I'm just going to put it right down here, because why not? There's some more honey. So there is the alloy smelter. It is going to be very slow, for the record, but for the QED, we're going to need 4 pieces of energetic alloy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is pretty much all we're gonna need this for. And it's gonna take a while. I believe. How much does the energetic alloy cost? It's 10,000 RF. That's not terrible. So let's deal with the bees a little bit more. I don't think we're gonna get to soul sand automation today. This is somewhat good signs. Honeycombs. I want to get cultivated because cultivated is going to give me more more stuff, hopefully. More honeycombs and that kind of stuff. So let's take a look at the bees, and we're going to do a little bit more today, but not much. So there's a forest. What do we have? That's a pure forest still. And this is a cultivated common. Alright, let's take these out. And let's try this. So that's Meadows Forest. I don't know what any of those are. Have any? Let's do Common Forest with that. And it might mutate, it might not. This one I'm taking out the soul frames because it's going to be better if they don't mutate. I don't want any additional mutations. I just want it to kind of, hopefully either the cultivated or common will shine through over the forest. I don't know that it will. We'll see. So the other machine frame that we got, we're going to be using to make an aqueous accumulator. Copper gears, easy enough. Iron, redstone, glass. We go ahead and make that. So it is going to require a bucket. We're going to need some glass. I think 4 pieces of glass. We're going to need some copper gears. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. This requires 2 iron and a piece of redstone. It's pretty simple. So let's put that in there. Take the plate off. I already have 2 copper gears. Never mind, we can just take those. And yeah, so while we're at it, let's grab emerald and a piece of redstone. And let's go ahead and make the emerald chipset. That's going to take a while. It's going to drain pretty much all the energy in that energy cell. But that's okay. So there's the servo bucket, and there is the aqueous accumulator. So we're going to make that so that we can automatically fill a whole bunch of barrels with water, and then use that to get just a ton of mycelium. So we can set it up right here. Trying to think of what's going to be the best way to do this. Do I have any more sand? I do. I have a decent amount of sand. So I'm going to go ahead and convert all of this stuff. I think we're going to do it down below, and I think I want to grab some barrels or something. Because we're going to want to sift soul sand. Soul sand, if we look at the uses, is... Well, one, you can get quartz seeds and glowstone, niterwort seeds. But this is also how you can get, if we look at the sifting, netherwort and gas tiers. We're going to want both of those, especially the gas tiers. So having this somewhat automated will be nice. Let's pop downstairs. We have 8 barrels. Let's just do it right over here. So I'm going to want the aqueous accumulator like right here. And this will automatically start getting stuff, but we're going to have an output there. It should have servo augment, and we're gonna put some mycelium along here. Actually, no, we're going to put this in the ground. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this will be quick enough, but then we can take these guys. And I know some of them are different colors, some of them are jungles. And put water there off the top, and then we're gonna need to go underneath. So let's go grab our jetpack and have a little bit of a terrifying time. So the question is, what's the best thing to use? So I can't remember the controls that I have for jetpack. I need to set them all to the same thing, honestly, but simply jetpacks, decimal. Okay, can I not use subtract? Okay, I can use subtract. That's what I wanted anyways, so we have a decent jetpack. Let's grab some cobblestone. And we're gonna go down here. And we're gonna do something like this. And yeah, that's good enough. I'm gonna keep the jetpack on, but should be able to destroy this. There should be something here. And again, so we're just gonna kind of go like so, and I'm gonna break this. We're gonna have kind of a cradle, and I'm gonna light this up just a little bit. So let's just come on down here. Plenty of fuel. Do that, and over here we do another thing like that, and like that. Cool. So now we can get rid of this, all of this stuff. And what we're going to do is, this is going to be fluid ducts. Over here is going to be item ducts, or... here's the thing. Okay, if we do item ducts, we have to put an item duct on every single one. We could use transfer nodes. Transfer nodes are honestly going to be easier, I think, in the long term for resources. We have 3... We would need 9 in total. So we could use more ender pearls. You know what? Let's go ahead and do it. I am out of torches. So let's get some more torches. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll get some more transfer nodes. The recipe for these are some sort of pipe. Which, do I have any of the normal pipes? No. I believe those require glass and redstone and stone. So hopefully I'm right on this. So something like this. Glass and redstone. So something like that. There we go, transfer pipes. We also need, for these, normal stone and chests. So let's make 2 chests. And see, something like so. We just need 2 normal stone. I should probably smelt some more stone up. Actually, I need more stone. So that's going to give us 11 in total. More than enough. So we can put that back. And the redstone back. So it costs us 2 ender pearls, but that's fine. We'll live. So next thing we want to do is get a stack of this stuff. We need 2 more chests. And we need more wood. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need some slabs. I don't know if I have any slabs lying around. Doesn't look like it, so we'll make some. But we're gonna make some barrels, and we're gonna use the barrels to basically have the items. So what we're going to do is we need a transfer node on the bottom of each. This is to get out the sand, or rather the soul sand. And then we're going to have, we're going to need more, I think we're going to need more transfer pipes, but that's fine. And this is going to go around like so. Alright, and if we put just a piece of cobblestone or something right there, we can get all of these up and running. And once again, transfer nodes on all of them. And then we have our barrel here. So we're going to put soul sand in this one. We're going to lock it, and then we're going to put in this one normal sand. We also need to like close some of this up. I wasn't expecting this to be so empty down here. So let's actually close all of it up. And make it look a little bit nicer. But I did want the added layer. So transfer pipes here and here. Cool. And then if we do this, we're gonna need, we're gonna need more pipes, but this will be for sand. Let's actually take all the sand out, and we're gonna put it in there. It's gonna go into the transfer pipe, which is fine. And there's just one last thing we're gonna need. I actually want to get a fence for that. We're gonna need some water. And more transfer pipes. So shouldn't need any more of that. I'm gonna need more stone. Do I have any cobblestone on me? I do. So we're gonna smelt up some more stone. We're gonna get more transfer pipes. And we need some fluid ducts as well. It doesn't matter what kind of fluid ducts though, because we're not transferring hot liquids. It's the easiest type to do is when you're doing water. So do we have any fluid pipes? We do not. Alright, so I'm gonna grab this other bucket of water. So, fluid, oops, I hit caps lock at some point. Fluid duct. Temperate is expensive, wow. Harden is enough. Requires aluminum. So temperate just requires hardened glass. Copper and lead. So we need some more obsidian. We can handle this though, so I believe 2 pieces. Uses will give you in the pulverizer 4. So it's a 1-to-1. No, it's not. So we just need 1 piece of obsidian. We need 2 pieces of lead and some copper plates. Alright, so we should be able to do this. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. We have our energetic alloy. So induction smelter, we're going to put lead in there. Pulverize our obsidian. We need copper plates. Just make sure we didn't have any already. Alright, induction smelt this. We have honey in here. So the last thing we're going to need for down there is some water. So just 2 buckets of water. How are we doing on power? That is still maxed out, which means this should be maxed out. Yep. Cool. We have a lot of power. Alright, so I believe we have everything we need. Let's go ahead and get this stuff going. So hardened glass, lead, copper plates, temperate fluid ducts. I'm going to stick the energetic alloy in there. Actually, no, we're going to need that for later, so I'm going to stick it in here. We then need something like this. We need 1 more piece of redstone. And we don't have much redstone, so that's something we're going to want to look into relatively soon, getting more redstone. Whether it's just sifting more or what, but either way, we need more redstone. Alright, so we'll do this. This guy does not have any water. I wanted to grab a fence, I forgot about that. So we put that there. Disabled. And this is going to work, right? This isn't like disabled or anything, is it? Alright, so let's come up here. And I really hope that's not disabled. Let's get a fence. Because that would kind of suck. Not gonna lie. I want the fence because we're going to be putting water down. I don't want water escaping. And a fence will also prevent me from doing anything. Alright, so it works. Cool. It is very slow, but it works. So this is going to kind of fill up all the water. And it's going to start transforming it all. And while it's transforming, it's going to start filling up all of this. So it should balance out later and kind of make sure everything is getting stuff. And then this is going to hopefully put sand in all of these as I give it sand. And yeah, pretty much immediately. And we get soul sand. Cool. So there we go. Automated soul sand. All we have to do is feed it sand. That is really neat. So let's take the stick out. And 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Cool. I have a stack of obsidian again. Alright, one last thing before we call the episode, because this has been going on fairly long. I'm really bad about this. Let's go ahead and we have our scribing tools. Let's grab the Thaumonomicon, and we have 15 pieces of paper. Let's get a bunch of researchers. So on the first page, no jar. We have everything else, so who cares? Next page, let's get the nose stabilizer, and that's enough. This one we need some alchemy. I could learn a lot of these. I probably will later, but not right now. And here, do we have anything to learn? Not yet. Golemancy. We can learn more golem stuff. Don't really care about that, but let's go ahead and get these two. X asterisk. We've got all the stuff we want here right now. Thalmic, tinkering. The transvector, we'll go ahead and learn that. That is interesting enough. Honestly, let's just learn stuff so that we can get more stuff. This guy, bloody tools, more scribing tool stuff, ring of nutrition, and oh, we're out of ink. So pulverized charcoal and scribing tools. Alright, so all of this stuff pretty easy. Thalmic esoteria. Not really anything in there. Or purification. Let's go ahead and click that. And that's just for purifying all the extra ores. Not really something we're gonna do much of, but there we go. We have a whole bunch of research. I need to scan a lot of stuff and all that fun stuff, but otherwise, if I scan most of this stuff, I'm gonna kind of go around and scan whatever I haven't yet, because I do have some new machines. Metal press, nothing from that. LV connectors I can scan. Centrifuge is something I haven't done. So yeah, just kind of going around, scanning things, doing research, all that fun stuff. I'm going to continue to work with bees as well. And next time we are going to start looking at some new things with working towards this guy and the QED. Because once we get the QED, then we can make upgraded generators, and we can have even more power. We have the Emerald chipset. Cool. So, you know what? We can do this really quick, relatively quick. Let's go ahead and get this stuff together. Except Enderium. We need more Enderium. 200 pearls, Enderium base, and a Pyrotheum dust. We could, we'll do that another time. We'll do that next time. So I'm going to do the research, I'm going to work with bees, and I'm going to get more resources. And yeah, we'll figure out something to do in the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!